Hey guys, welcome to Double Jump. Tonight we are live for our very first time, and we're talking about a threat made to EVO, Drake breaking a huge record on Twitch, and the new Avengers trailer just came out this morning. So I'm here with Leo and Sue, and I'm Abby. Can't forget to introduce myself. And we're going to start right now with the threat made to EVO. Right now the FBI is investigating after a mass shooting threat was made to this huge gaming convention. And it's a big deal because the FBI is actually looking into it. So the question is there a lack of security? How should this kind of threat be handled?
So personally, when I walk into conventions, I don't ever see any security that's just like readily there. Now, maybe at the doors, but as soon as I get into the showroom, I can look left, I can look right, and I don't see anyone.
Right.
And I think that this is so good because it's not only enforcing more security, but they're also taking the threat seriously.
Right.
You know, I think even at big events such as Super Bowl and bigger events, these things need to be taken seriously. All of them, I would say.
Totally.
All comments.
And first of all, Excelsior. Just got to get that out of the way. And this is serious, though. Honestly, like, to have this all happening and actually have a credible threat that the FBI is looking into, this is something that they need to take very seriously. And honestly, I'm right with you on the conference stuff. All the cons, you go in, there's a little bit of security at the door. I mean, we saw it here at DreamHack.
Mm-hmm.
There was maybe a person or two at the front, but as soon as you get in, yeah, it's empty, and it's like
you could almost just stroll right into DreamHack.
You really, you almost, nobody stopped me.
We had to stop to get our press passes, but I felt like you could just walk right in.
Yeah, act like you belong.
Yeah.
And you know, when you bring in things like cosplay, you bring in, you know, the accessories, the guns, they're fake, I hope. And most places have regulations in place that, you know, if you're coming in with a gun, it needs to have the orange tip on the front to make sure we know it's fake, things like that. But I don't know if that's enough. I don't think so.
Well, some cons, like Denver Local Comic Con, have just started banning fake guns altogether. No wooden, no fake, no painted, no guns at all. Do you think that's taking it a little too far?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. We have the ability to detect, I mean, we could do a metal detector. So maybe no replica metal guns involved. But if you have a plastic ray gun or something, I don't want all the fun to be sucked out. I think there's a balance. I think so.
But does it suck the fun out of it if you have to walk through a metal detector, take all your costume off, and it's like, is this a fun event anymore, or is it taking away from, you know, just being free and, you know, going to this event and not having to worry about?
There's certainly something to be said about that. I mean, it is impacting freedom, as in our non-gaming lives with airports, train stations, all that. But I will say that there is a base to this, especially in the gaming community. We saw with Gamergate, we've seen, I mean, you don't have to go far on a Reddit thread or a Twitter thread. It gets violent really quick.
Absolutely.
This isn't just like a normal event where a concert where, you know, people are all excited about it. Things get personal quick, and threats of violence are not unusual.
Because it is a competition.
That's true.
So
I just want to say this about the fake gun banning. If I'm gonna dress up as Harley Quinn, I want a gun that says "Pop."
Right. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. I would love to see you as Harley Quinn, though.
yeah,
2018.
I'm pretty sure that has to happen now.
Yeah, we called it here first, guys. We're making them do it one way or the other.
Harley Quinn's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone could be Harley Quinn.
Anyone, but going back to the comments as well, you get these comments on streams. I mean, just
totally.
Who are getting threats and who are getting, you know, I feel like we need to take each and every one of these seriously. And I know it can kind of seem like, oh, it's fun and games and joking until somebody gets hurt.
Right, and people have been hurt. People have been doxxed. Their personal information has been out there. You know, honestly, I think we're at a certain point where esports, and I'm going to take a step back. I was going to say esports have maybe made it. Maybe this is the point when you're getting violent gun threats, bomb threats to your major events. Is that the point where you've reached it? You're at the same level as a World Series or Super Bowl or, you know, MMA.
That is so sad. This is like, oh, you've made it, so you're getting mass shooting threats.
It's.
I mean, it is sad.
It's very sad.
What happens to people though that don't even make it?
Right.
You know, it happens to little streamers. It happens
Yeah,
on
you're
Reddit.
right.
It happens
You're right.
all over the place.
Yeah.
How do we control this?
Well, it's like if you're going to say, to your point, you want to take every comment seriously, how can you take every comment seriously
Right.
when there's millions and millions of comments? And, you know, I mean, it would be kind of interesting. Maybe I need to do some more research on how the FBI knows what to look into and what not to.
To be honest, I wouldn't be opposed to a task force from the FBI that is directed towards this sort of thing, towards comment streams, video gaming especially. But yeah.
Somebody just who's on Reddit, who's on Twitch, who's on these big gaming platforms, monitoring.
Just
this
checking
stuff.
it out.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Not harsh.
No.
Just when things as serious as that come up, take action.
When they start to escalate, something needs to happen.
No, totally. And leave us your comments. Tell us what you think. Because if you're watching, you probably go to these gaming conventions, watch them, just like we do.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so, and sorry, we are going to go to break. We are live, so here we are, people. We're going to go to break. Hey guys, welcome back to Double Jump. Right now we're going to talk about Drake and Fortnite. There was a big moment this week. Drake basically broke Twitch, is how I'm putting it.
Pretty much, yeah.
His Fortnite live record amount of views. At its peak, it was 600,000.
Crazy. That's crazy.
And yeah, he wasn't the only one there. Rapper Travis Scott and Juju Smith-Schuster from the Steelers.
You know who else dropped in? Kim.com. Do you guys know who that is?
No.
We'll get into him later. He popped in once or twice. It was kind of
You're
crazy.
interrupting me. I'm trying.
I know. You're right. Sorry. I'm so
So
excited.
here's my question.
We're
I'll
live.
let you start.
Okay.
But so is Twitch becoming more mainstream? And is it because of celebrities? Is it because Fortnite is so popular? You can go now.
Okay. I'm good? Okay.
Yes.
Look, Twitch it's right on the cusp of mainstream. I don't know if it's 100% there yet, but this certainly helped. It's owned by Amazon, so it certainly has the backing behind it to do whatever it wants. It's not some rinky-dink startup that's like, oh, we just made it. It's been around for a while. Every gamer knows what Twitch is. I just don't know if like every gamer's mom knows what Twitch is. You know what I'm saying?
Or even me. Like I honestly didn't know about it until you guys introduced me to it.
Yeah, but then once you see it, you're like, oh right, Twitch. It's kind of it's leaking everywhere.
It's not quite a household name.
Not quite.
It's getting there and it's scooching even closer.
Yeah.
Closer. Now I know a couple moms that do know about it.
Oh.
Believe it or not, my mom knows what Twitch is.
Well, of course your mom does.
Because
She
you have a
doesn't
cool,
game,
you have a
though.
cool mom.
You have a cool mom.
Hi, mom.
Is she watching?
Hopefully so.
Oh yeah.
Fingers crossed. I will say though, there's kind of this argument going on over, like you said, is it the celebrities? Like, would this have happened without Drake coming onto this, basically? And I'm saying yes, 1,000%. Ninja is blowing up. He's huge. He's the biggest name in the game right now on Twitch. And Fortnite is the reason. Like this guy, first of all, if you haven't watched him play, this dude can game. Like this throws me back to the old school days of Counter-Strike, where people were just opping all over the place, and it was unreal to watch that stuff. Ninja is bringing the new school to that. Like watching him play Fortnite, I didn't even know that what he was doing was possible. So and his.
Do you want to go play with him?
I do. I really do.
This guy is getting in top 5 in games. I mean, we're against
Every single
100
time.
other players, and almost every single time,
Consistently.
this guy's getting in the top 5 to 10.
It's incredible. But I will say, just to wrap it up real quick, like there's other streamers out there and they're supporting each other. This is a dedicated community. It's drawing new people in every single day. You pay to watch. It's essentially a new cable television channel, and people are buying in not because of single show-ups by Drake or Travis Scott. Like it's because of people like Ninja. They're promoting it. They are pushing it forward.
I do think that those celebrities showing up is helping.
Absolutely.
We'll go
Totally.
to Leo.
Yeah, that's actually my stance on it. I think the celebrities is what is bringing all these viewers. I wouldn't say that Ninja can't cross 100,000, but could he cross into 600,000 without Drake, Travis Scott, No.
Not right now.
I don't think so.
Maybe not right now.
Definitely not. And I think that the celebrities add another color of people into the gaming.
It makes it more accessible for sure.
Hip hop lovers and music lovers.
Are they any good though? Does it matter? Does it matter?
Not
if they're
really.
good?
I mean, if Drake just dropped a hot new single, and in the end of a promo video, he's like, "Catch me on Twitch." There's gonna be a lot of
Yeah.
people who are clicking through to Twitch.
That's also a little bit corny. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's a little corny.
But your Logic is a huge gamer, and he would do some stuff like
That dude can game, I will say. Like, that guy can throw down Overwatch, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's his big one. It's he can go up there with the best of them.
But do you think the 600K was due to Drake being there, or due to
Well, I mean, so
Ninja? Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, Ninja put it out on his Twitter feed and on his Twitch feed and all that. Drake wasn't even putting it on his Twitch feed or his Twitter feed. So what that means to me is like, yeah, these are all fans of Ninja that are coming on because they want to see him game with Drake, not the other way around, right? Like, Drake's fan
So you
base.
don't think it added more people?
Oh, I think it definitely did.
Yeah.
But I don't think Drake even activated his fan base really. Like
Wow.
he wasn't like blasting it on Twitter or on Instagram or whatever. Like Champagne Poppy was not popping off.
No.
You know what I mean?
Popping up.
Yeah, he just like it felt like he just joined in.
But he did add a lot. That
Yes.
One of our producers was saying that now Ninja has an extra, $250,000 a month in revenue. So,
Yeah, that's-
yes, we're saying, maybe people in the gaming community are helping each other, but it also could be, motivated by
He got
money
Right.
a little bit.
90,000 more subscribers from Champagne Poppy.
Yeah, that's right. You're
Yeah.
right. And look, this is kind of what PewDiePie did a while back, like when he was rising to fame. Once you hit that critical mass, which I think Ninja just did the other night, you will continue to add users. He will become a household name. Everyone is going to know who he is because Drake jumped him off, but they're going to stick around for Ninja, not for the Drake appearances. They're going to stick around for the skills.
But I think you're going to see a big dip in watches after if we were to have a situation where Drake just popped in for maybe
Right.
a couple rounds, you would see a spike of people come in, and then it would
You-
likely drop down.
I can't really deny that. You're right.
Whoa, so you've come over to Leo's
A
side.
little.
Come on over, brother. Come on over.
A little. I'm still going to be stubborn and fight it. The one thing I will say is,
We don't have time.
okay, moving on.
Is it really good?
I mean,
Okay, never mind.
I just want Ninja to upgrade his setup. Like, stop playing in your bedroom, man. Like, you got the cash now. Like,
your studio now.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Anyway,
Okay,
that's it.
that's really it, though.
That's
right?
really it.
Okay.
Well, I got. No,
No,
that's it.
no. Okay, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Double Jump. We are moving on to our last topic of the night. I know it's sad, but we're going to talk about the Avengers Infinity War.
Yes.
The new trailer. Okay. Stealing my thunder. So just this morning, we got to look at the trailer for the very first time. It looks epic.
That is a great word to describe it, yeah.
Yeah, and this is the third Avengers movie, and it's supposed to be almost 3 hours long.
I heard about that. I heard about that.
Yeah, I'm loving that.
Is that
long
enough?
157 minutes?
I would say lean towards more of 3 hours. We
Yeah.
got these big epics like Lord of the Rings going for over 3. I need 3 hours for my Avengers.
I have to say, I agree. This is one of the rare times. I know. Yeah. It's look, don't delete scenes. Don't take things out.
Thank you.
Like, let's just do it. If we're gonna do it, let's do it.
We've been waiting 10 years. Let's go all the way.
Right. I'm excited.
Okay, I want to hear your piece first on this, not to interrupt, although I love to interrupt you.
Yeah, you do.
How excited are you for this movie, and like, what are you most excited for?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm 10,000 level excited. Most excited for definitely Spider-Man. That is my dude.
Ooh,
He's been my dude since day one. I've read all 800 of the original Spider-Man runs.
800?
Yeah, all 800 issues of the Amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
It's a good run.
Love him.
It's a good 800.
Not only
Add it
that,
to my list of things to watch.
to read.
I mean, read.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Adding.
Stu has a list.
Roll the list.
Yeah.
And also, I'm looking forward to how they're going to take Thanos. I mean, we're not going to see the same Thanos that we saw from Infinity Gauntlet, which this is loosely based off
Yeah.
of. So I want to see how they're going to play his story out, how they're going to make it a little bit more translatable for common moviegoers.
Right. Just to piggyback, the excitement could not be like higher. I am freaking out, especially right on the tail end of Black Panther. If this came out 3 or 4 months later, the hype would kind of died down. I think Marvel did a really
That's a
smart,
good point.
really
Yeah.
smart decision. They even moved it up to like bring it closer. Black Panther still has steam. That's going to carry right through. I'm excited. 10,000, 100, whatever that number is.
Are you plus one?
I'm Price is Writing you. I'm not plus one. So what I'm most excited for, though, is actually how they transition from. I feel like this is going to be a turning point. I'm excited for how they transition from the old Marvel universe into whatever is coming next. And I expect something new. If they don't do a pivot and everybody is the exact same character, like if everybody's still there at the end of this movie, I'm going to be a little disappointed.
Same.
Yeah, they can't just keep making, another Avengers movie, although I'm sure both of you would be real excited about that.
Oh, I'm excited for them to keep bringing that on, but
Yeah.
like the comics, let's
need to
evolve.
change it a little.
Let's
I want
change
some
that
more
Avengers team.
characters.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
expand on some of the newer ones that we brought in.
Right.
Like Panther, Spider-Man, we're getting Captain Marvel.
Right.
Let's expand on some of those characters. We've had 4+ movies with Cap, Iron Man, Thor.
Right.
We only got to see Hulk a couple movies. I would love to see him.
I'd love to see more, yeah. Also, I'd love to see those side characters that we've kind of gotten to know and love. I'd love to see them step into the new roles, a lot like the comics did. Like Falcon, he steps into the Captain America boots, if you will. And I love that. I'd love to see some new places that they go. I'm excited and hopeful that they'll take it there. I have trust in the Russo brothers.
Me too.
100%.
So with, on the same lines of that, changes means maybe they're going to kill off some people, which I know we're not excited for.
Yeah, it's a
But-
double-edged sword.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So there's this article on the Ringer or Ringer.com,
Right.
and they have predictions of who will be killed off.
I think we all,
10
yeah.
people.
We kind of have
10?
So there's 1 through 10. I'm going to give you the top 3.
Okay, all right.
I think 10 Avengers. All right.
Yeah. Well, no, they don't think 10 will go. These
But,
are like
these are
the
top, I see what you're
like,
saying. I see what you're saying.
top
yeah.
10 predictions. So top 3, Tony Stark, Iron Man,
Right?
Yep.
Vision,
Oh,
and then Captain America.
Pretty solid.
that's a pretty good list. That's a good top
Do you guys
3.
agree, disagree? Who do you think's the first to go?
All right,
First to go. I'll let you go.
first to go. That's a tough one. I think
That's hard to know.
no, first to go. I think is Captain America's
Whoa.
going down. We've seen it in the comics, Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War. He gets kicked out pretty quick. Honestly, him fighting a guy like Thanos, it's a super soldier versus a galactic force.
I know.
It's just not a fair fight. So I think he's first one down. I'm going to keep going. Unless.
Dude, I'll take my first.
Okay, yeah,
I
let's
think,
hear it.
personally, it's Iron Man.
Oh.
I think they're gonna spin it around a little bit. I know in Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos and Cap fight on the moon, right?
Exactly, yeah.
He breaks Cap's shield, and that's it for Cap.
Exactly.
But I think we're gonna see Tony's arc first. I think he's
Interesting.
gonna land in New York. He's gonna take out Tony, as
Right.
I said in the trailer. You know, hope everybody remembers you.
Yeesh.
Then he grabs the moon, and throws it in the direction of Iron Man.
Wow.
Not to mention we have another cut of him jumping towards Iron Man with what looks to be a first-person view of Iron Man sitting back and waiting for Thanos
To just mash him.
end him.
All right. Well, my second one to go, and this is where I disagree a little with this list, is Thor. Thor. I think he's over the last couple movies he's gone
And his
from
hammer's gone.
His hammer's
What is
gone.
he gonna do?
He's gonna make a new one.
Well, or the axe.
Yeah.
Or the
Stormbreaker.
axe. Yeah, Stormbringer. I think it's one of those things where it's like we've seen him fall from an indestructible god to something that can be touched. And I think it's going to be a really epic middle of the movie throwdown. But I think Thanos is the god that's going to win. Yeah.
Okay, so my top 3.
Okay,
I think
all right.
we're gonna
Let's check it
go.
out.
Let's do it.
Okay, I do agree, Iron Man, just based on the trailer.
Yeah,
Right.
he
Because
looks
it's just like, come on, it
Right.
looks like he's gotta go.
Yeah.
toast.
And then I know this won't be popular, but I kind of just want Doctor Strange to go, even though I love him
Just
and I
'cause.
love.
You-
Okay,
wait, you
here's the
love
thing.
him and you
I
want him to
love
go?
I love that movie, but I don't know what else are they gonna
I mean,
do
I
with
love Iron
him.
Man.
It's magic.
Yeah, he does have magic. He's
got
super
magic.
cool. I don't know, but I sort of feel like something's gonna happen to him.
Yeah.
I just get a bad feeling.
I can see that.
Possibly. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody's safe.
Nobody's-
at this point.
yeah,
I mean,
nobody's
everybody's
safe.
slamming down Spider-Man
Right.
in trailers. He's got Cap in what looks to be a kind of brawl between his huge fist,
And Cap's
both
face.
of his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Cap is trying his hardest. to
Well, like,
stop
what if his
that
magic
Crusher
runs?
fist.
He loses his magic.
Right,
you know.
right. Who's
I don't
number
know.
3?
Number 3, Captain America.
Okay.
I will
Okay.
be on kind of the same page as you guys.
I don't think Thor's the one to go.
Really?
I personally think it's Loki. And let me set it up for you guys.
Oh.
I think Thanos is going to kill off the Asgardians, or most of them.
Right.
Loki is going to offer him the Tesseract as a sign of, hey, we're cool, just leave, this is what you want.
He did technically work for Thanos in the first Avengers.
He did.
Maybe,
so
you
he
know,
could be
there's
working
something
behind
there.
the scenes.
Yep.
I personally think, just due to Loki's character and kind of where he's going,
You're
I
right.
think he's more so like, I'm a bit of an anti-hero now. Please just move on. Here's the Tesseract. I think Thanos is going to take him, crush him, and,
Right.
and that gives Thor more of a motive to build Stormbreaker.
Right.
To join up the Avengers and the Guardians. Like, it gives him a bit of a motive.
Got
Totally.
it. All right, my last one.
Of course, you have a last one.
It's Iron Man. I always do.
And my last one is Cap.
Yeah. It's. I
So
mean,
we all kind of have similar.
I think we can agree. Like
Yeah.
Iron Man and Cap are.
On the edge.
Yeah, they're.
There's
but
been so many movies about the two of them.
yeah, it's like 7
Yeah.
between the two of them.
Yeah,
Not
like
counting
something
the
like that.
Avengers. Here's my thing with Iron Man though. He is the favorite. Everybody who came to the Marvel Universe through the movies, they came there for Iron Man first. Robert Downey
Yeah.
Jr. is a force. So I think he is the last one to go.
Wait, and he's kind of like a relatable one.
Yeah.
He's just a
He
normal
is,
guy
'cause
who's
he's a
smart.
suit.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that is an emotional part that like he's the guy to die last. It's gonna be a great ending.
Last.
Like he's gonna be the last one.
Would you guys cry when/if Iron Man dies?
Never.
I'm crying absolutely when everyone dies.
Yeah,
Anyone who
it's
dies, I'm crying.
we've been on an emotional roller coaster with these guys, and like when we lose them,
I think it's Cap first.
Okay, well, we can all go see the movie together and cry
Yeah.
together,
Great.
eat some popcorn.
I'll bring the tissues.
But that is it for us tonight on Double Jump. We'll see you next week, and we're going to have some awesome more stuff to talk about. Thank you to all of our producers. You guys doing so much work.
Don't forget to comment, leave us, let us know what you think, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, who's gonna
Yeah.
die first? Who do you think is on the chopping block?
That's right.
Cap or Tony first?
Are you Team Leo?
Ooh, Hulk? Did I hear somebody say Hulk?
Oh.
Wow, bold.
Let us know. Are you Team Leo or Team Stu? Or Team Abby? Be on my
I
team.
think everybody's team happy. We can agree, yeah, it's team happy.
Ideal team.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Nice.
All right,
Good show, guys.
Hey!